Come spend the full weekend with me at Anime North 2025. This was my second time attending Anime North, and I honestly think it's one of my favorite cons. I was very excited because it was my first time doing a full One Piece lineup for a con. So on day 1, I was Princess Vivi, day 2, Charlotte Pudding, and day 3, Nami in the Zou arc. Because the weather this con wasn't the best, I don't have as many clips as usual, so I thought I'd show you a little bit of my pre-con preparations instead. Most of my preparations were surrounding building Nami's climate act as well as altering her dress. And if you want to see more in-depth tutorial of how I did that, I have a video posted on my channel already about it. It is day 0 of con. We are going to badge pickup soon. My friends should be here any minute now. I'm just putting together my props so that I can do prop check at the same time as bag check. And then we are going for dinner. Nothing too big planned for day 0, but it's a long weekend ahead of us, so I'm still looking forward to tonight. We got through badge pickup and prop check really quickly. We've just picked a good time for the last 2 years, so not much to show you here.
We got our badges! I went through prop check. They didn't take any of my stuff away, so that's good. And now it's dinner time! Sushi time!
Here's a little sushi check for the end of day 0 and an early good night before day 1.
Day 1 of con. We are ready. We are on our way. The weather seems to be holding out, but the traffic, not so much.
I took longer than I thought I would.
It's okay. It happens to all of us. But we're on our way. We made it. Parking is a little bad, but like, we made it. We're gonna take some pictures and then we're gonna go inside.
Here's a look at some of those photos. Honestly, you can't tell in some of them, but it was so gloomy just like this all day. It was bound to rain at any point. So we spent a lot of time inside artists and at vendors. I don't have clips from artists for some reason, but here's Naz eating some mikus after we got outside, and then we had time to kill before my photo shoot with Ren. I was really excited to work with Ren again. I worked with Ren last year at Anime North, but especially in this cosplay, these photos are so gorgeous you would not know how bad the weather was. And here's a look at the magical work that Ren did on Friday. Friday was already only a half day, but because of the weather, we did not spend much time at the con.
We're heading home.
Yeah.
It's pouring outside. I made it through my shoot. My eyebrows stayed on. We're alive, but not a good day. Calling in an early night tonight, unfortunately, but better prayers for tomorrow, hopefully.
It was fine though. We got our Chipotle because what is a con day without Chipotle? And that was it for the night. Early to bed. Day 2, I was up and at 'em early. I think I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning because I knew Pudding's makeup was going to take me forever, and it did. I was so stressed because it wasn't working out for me. I wasn't happy with how it turned out, but we had to go. I think that's just con reality. You live and you learn.
We made it. Day 2. Gang is all here. We took our photos. I only had like a 1-hour makeup mishap, but that's fine. But we're at the con and it's sunny today. Everyone clap and cheer. Quick break and we are on our way for the second half of the day. Naz has her first photo shoot coming up, and then I'm going to the One Piece meetup, and then we will regather and my photo shoot will be soon. But the weather is nicer today. So second half of the day, here we go.
So Naz went to her photo shoot and I went to the One Piece meetup. My happiest place. I was so happy to be there. I got to see a bunch of my friends and I had a really great time meeting people. And then I needed a break. My feet were hurting, the hoop skirt was killing me. You would not know how cold it was in these photos. I was shivering despite the fact that I'm drinking lemonade. But then it was time for my photo shoot and I was ready to go and well rested. These photos I was so excited about. Pudding is just such a beautiful cosplay, and Sunny did so much justice for her. My shoot was later in the day. The weather was still iffy at that point, but you can kind of see in this video there was some brief pockets of sun that we were trying to take advantage of as best as we could. The photos still turned out so beautifully. Like, you guys don't understand how magical both the photographers I worked with were this weekend. Pudding was the one I was the most excited to have a shoot for this weekend, and I could not have been happier how she turned out despite any mishaps that I had in the morning before we got to the con. And here is a little look at some of Sunny's absolutely gorgeous work. This is me after I fell, going to the parking lot to change my shoes so that we could go to Anime Smash or Pass. My god, what an event. I both did not know what to expect and had expectations. There was a pretty 50-50 split of characters that were like a definite yes and a lot more questionable ones. The one thing that did surprised me that I was very grateful for was that there was no underage characters included, thank God.
We left Smasher Pass early, we're tired.
I smash hands.
Okay.
People were not smashable.
There was so many
Reagan was
people
smashable.
there.
Reagan
So
was
many
smashable.
people.
And Aki.
Okay, pack it up.
Illinois Mustang.
We met with one last of my mutuals,
Bro.
and now we are heading back for dinner and to finally get our ready. One more day ahead of us.
And we finally reached day 3. I got to wake up a little bit later that day because this was a pretty basic makeup style for me. I knew I had it down pat. Here is Naz putting on my tattoo in the parking lot. Thank you for that. And then we went to the Blue Lock meetup.
We at the Blue Lock.
I'm not in Blue
Freaky
Lock.
side.
I'm honorary Blue Lock
He's
today.
a supporter.
The weather was so nice at the Blue Lock meetup, but as soon as we went to go take pictures, it was like on and off rain constantly. And we ended up like having to hide under this tree so that we just didn't get all our makeup ruined. But eventually it was time for my shoot, and the weather mostly held out for this shoot. Quite honestly, there was on and off rain during this shoot as well, but Sunny and I, we made it work, and it turned out really, really well. I was excited for this cosplay because I did the alterations for the dress myself, and I spent a long time making this climb attack myself. It was way harder than I thought it was going to be, but I am so happy with how these photos came out. I was kind of over it at that point too. I was all up in that grass ready to take those photos. And of course, here is Sunny's wonderful work. After that, we really did not stick around much longer. I saw a couple more of my friends, and this is what the weather still looked like, so we went home.
Goodbye, Con. It's home time. We are done for the day. How do you feel, Naz?
I'm tired. I
I
need
am
to sleep.
so tired. That is the end of Anime North. How do you feel?
It was fun. It was rainy. It was cold, but it was
Bad
fun.
weather, but it was a good time still.
Yeah.
So here's the next con.
That is all for the Anime North 2025 vlog. Thank you so much for coming along with me, and I can't wait to keep taking you on these con journeys with me. For now, I'll be looking forward to Anime North next year, as well as the rest of my cons for 2025.